We are now joined by former UFC light heavyweight title challenger and making his UFC heavyweight debut, Alexander Gustafsson. Alex, thank you for the time today, sir.
Thank you.
And we will take our first question from Damon Martin with MMA Fighting.
Hey, Alex. So the obvious question, of course, kicking off is coming back from retirement. How quickly after you retired did you start putting that into your head, and was the timing and things worked out well to come back at this point?
Yeah, after a month or two at home, about that, and then I want to go back to training, and I can't train without a motivation. So and now I'm here.
Do you wish maybe you just kind of taken a step back and taken a step away rather than announcing your retirement? Was it an emotional moment? I mean, anything like that?
It was an emotional moment. Nothing else.
You're coming back as a heavyweight, which was an interesting move. Was that something you planned, or was it just about this opportunity with this particular fight?
No, it was. I felt it was the right time for me to move up one weight class because I'm pretty heavy and pretty big. So I felt really good to step up one weight class and try out the heavyweight division. And then I got the fight with Werdum, and it was just something that fit me very well, and I felt very excited about.
Do you feel like this is a permanent move, or is this a test? See how this fight goes and go from there?
Yeah, a little bit. I see, I challenge myself and see how it goes. I will win, of course, but let's see how I feel about it.
To get a guy like Werdum in your first heavyweight fight. I mean, former champion, very accomplished guy. You're not facing some random guy. This is a well-known name. Did that mean something to you in your first fight at heavyweight to get a guy like Werdum?
Yeah, it does. He's a legend of the sport. He's a former champion, and it's a perfect way to come back.
Last one for me. We have seen a lot of guys move up weight classes and find success. Of course, a guy you're familiar with, Daniel Cormier, became champion. We've seen it with Robert Whitaker on this card going from welterweight to middleweight. I don't think it was for you to 205, but do you feel like this is a chance to, do some really great things in this weight class if all goes well? Because we've seen that success out of a lot of guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll beat Werdum on Saturday, and we'll take the next one.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
And we will take our next questions from Gabriel Pangalangan with Dojo Drifter.
Alexander, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, so you're now at heavyweight. You actually don't look that much different from when you fight at light heavyweight. Do you feel any different in how you move in training and now 1 week away from the fight or a few days away from the fight?
No, I would normally walk around in like a natural heavyweight. So that's what I'm training at and move around that the whole training camp. So I feel I'm just stronger. I'm stronger than I usually is in light heavy.
And this commitment to the UFC, what is it like now? I mean, do you have several fights lined up?
No, I got Werdum now, and that's my only focus.
All right, and when it comes to Werdum, how did that matchup come to be? Did you request for him particularly, or is this just a fight that was offered?
That's a fight that we all agreed on. Werdum want to fight me, and I want to fight him, and that's how it goes. And I'm very happy that he wants to fight me, and he's a legend of the sport. So I'm very excited for this bout.
Yeah, so we understand that you love to compete. I was just curious that are you back simply to compete, or is this a legit title run? Is that still the goal, to get that heavyweight title, to get a belt?
I'm here to win my fights. I'm here to win my fights, and we just take it from there. And when I'm end up in a situation where I can touch the belt, then we go for the belt. But right now, it's just one fight at a time. I'm fighting Werdum. I'll beat Werdum on Saturday. Then we take the next one.
All right. Well, best of luck with everything, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll take the next questions from Gabriel Gonzalez with Cageside Press.
Hey, Alex. I'm curious about how much do you expect to weigh on Saturday?
I weigh about 107, 108 kilos.
Gotcha. Talking about it, you're a very reserved guy. Are you liking the setup on Fight Island? You don't have to see as many people in person, and I'm assuming a little less media.
I love it. It fits me perfect.
What's a typical day look like for you when you're over there in quarantine?
Uh, well, we have the resort here, which is the island is a safe zone, so we can move around the island. But I did my quarantine time for 4 days. It was I understand we have to do it, so I did it, but it wasn't the funnest thing I've done in my life. But now we're here and we have this island we can move around in, and it's good. It's perfect. They take care of us. We have everything here. Training facilities, food. Yeah, so it works really good.
How are you adjusting to fighting early in the morning local time?
Good. When it's time to fight, it's time to fight, and I'll be ready for it.
Final question. I guess a lot of people, you talked about it when you stepped away, it was in the moment and everything. Win or lose, do you feel like you're going to be back for a minute? Fans can expect to see the Mauler in action for a while still?
Yes, I'm here to stay.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
And we will take our next questions from Alistair Bishop with MMA Republic.
Alex, how are you, sir?
Thank you. Good.
Good. My first question is just to kind of get an idea in retirement, what do you think was the deciding factor that made you decide to come back and compete?
Well, I missed the competition, and I need my training. So for me to train good, I need a goal. And for me, that's competition. So it came naturally for me to come back.
And the decision to come back at heavyweight, was it based on avoiding weight cuts or just being as comfortable as possible in competition?
It's all about feeling good and have a good training camp. This felt like the best way for me to come back. And I'm a pretty big guy, so heavyweight for me comes very natural.
What sort of speed advantage do you think you'll have in the heavyweight division, especially with your boxing?
A lot.
Fantastic. Your teammate Kamzat Kimiev, we saw him burst onto the scene now. We've seen him in Brave before. What do you make of him, and what do you think about his future?
Very good. He's a future world champ for sure. He loves this. This is his life. He's going to go all the way.
Is he someone you spend a lot of time with on the mat?
He's my main sparring partner right now.
So does that younger sort of blood also make you want to get back into competition? You feel like you don't want to let the youngsters run away with it?
Yeah, he pushes me all day.
Fantastic. And what do you make of Fabricio Werdum as an opponent for you? Obviously, some people would say that he's arguably one of the greatest heavyweights to do it.
Yes.
What do you see? How do you see him as an opponent?
Very dangerous. He's legit on the ground. Take a punch. He hits hard. He's a heavyweight. All the heavyweights hits hard.
Awesome.
And he's also a legend of the sport, so I can't wait to beat him on Saturday.
Thank you so much, and all the best, man.
Thank you.
And we will take our next questions from Augusto Niez-Gay with Somos MMA.
Hi, Alexander. How are you?
Good, thank you.
My first question is, how tough was to prepare your comeback fight in the middle of this pandemic? Did this context affect you?
No, not really. We have been pretty open-minded in Sweden when it comes to Corona. We'll be able to do our work, which I'm very happy for. But of course, it's been tough to getting in some sparring partners, etc. But yeah, well, I had a really good camp.
And I know that you have said that you want to go one fight at a time, but you have intentions to stay in the heavyweight division, or you could go down to 205?
Let's see what the future brings. I'm here to fight now in heavyweight, and yeah. and I beat him on Saturday, we take it from there.
Okay, and taking into account that the fact that you're going to fight in an unusual time schedule, do you think you're going to have some advantage due to the fact that there is not so much time difference between Abu Dhabi and Sweden? Do you think this will be a factor?
A factor, I don't know. I don't know, but it's nothing I count on. You know, it's I'm prepared for the best Verdum, and I know he's ready for the challenge, and he's ready for the time difference. So.
What do you think about this new Fight Island? What did you expect from it, and what do you think?
Good. It's really good. The UFC has done a really good job here. We have everything. They take care of us very good, and we have everything we need for competition. So.
And do you think that is there anything about this Fight Island that UFC should implement in every fight?
Well, you know, it's not that much of a different than it is a regular fight week. So they managed to do it really good.
Okay, thank you very much, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
And we will take our last set of questions from Damon Martin with MMA Fighting. Oh, my mistake. All right, Gus, that's actually all the questions we had for you, sir. You are good to go.
Thank you.